Now, this alleged terror threat is just the latest in a number of attacks police have thwarted in recent times. Let's go to Natasha Fata for more. And Natasha, you know, I was on the air just a couple of months ago when the RCMP say there was another major plot, that Via Rail plot in that train from Toronto to New York City. So just take us through some of these other plots.
Well, absolutely, Andrew. There seems to be a series of plots that have been taken off course, thankfully. The first one I'll mention is Ahmed Rassam, better known to many as the Millennial Bomber. He's an Algerian-born man who had huge links to Al-Qaeda. He received quite a bit of terror-related training in Afghanistan, and he was living in Montreal illegally for several years. But in 2001, he was convicted of planning on bombing the Los Angeles International Airport, part of the 1999 New Year's Eve millennial bombing plot that was a wider plot. Of course, in 2006, many people will remember the Toronto 18, a group of people arrested, also allegedly linked to Al-Qaeda, and their plan supposedly included a series of bombings, shooting into crowded areas. They said they were going to storm the CBC, the Canadian Parliament building, the CSIS headquarters. There was even a suggestion that they were planning on beheading the Prime Minister and other national leaders. And as you mentioned, just earlier this year, April of this year, we heard about the Via Rail plot that was taken off course. Jaheb Eskahayr from Tunisia was arrested in Montreal, and his partner, Rahed Jasser, a Palestinian, was arrested in Toronto. And they allegedly had a conspiracy to have terrorist attacks in and around Canada by basically derailing Via Rail train systems between Toronto and New York. And as you mentioned, today is the latest.
And today is the latest, and of course there has been lots of reaction to this alleged plot today. Take us through that.
Well, that's right, Andrew. A number of people have come forward with their reaction, including, of course, Christy Clark, the Premier of BC. She spoke a little while ago in front of the legislature, allegedly the very place that was the target of the attack. Have a listen to what she had to say.
You will not succeed. You will not succeed in damaging our democratic institutions. But just as importantly, you will not succeed in tearing down the values that make this country strong.
So, Andrew, strong words of commitment and optimism from the Premier of BC. Federally, Vic Toews has come forward. He's made a statement. He, of course, is the Minister of Public Safety. Have a listen to what he had to say.
Yesterday's arrests demonstrate that terrorism continues to be a real threat to Canada. The RCMP has assured me that at no time during the course of this investigation was there an imminent risk to the safety of Canadians.
And Andrew, I should let you know that we have put in requests for a response from any of the federal leaders of the major national parties. We haven't heard back yet, but when we do, we'll let you know.
All right. Thanks, Natasha.
You're welcome.